I bet you've been hearing about Airline Carry On Rules 2025 and probably wondering how it will affect you. Well, let's create the perfect scenario that is actually happening right now as we speak. Imagine you're standing at the gate, passport in one hand, coffee in the other, and a gate agent approaches you, looking suspiciously on your carry on bag. And I'm talking about those gate agents that you see standing at the entrance of the TSA security lines. Yeah, those ones. Yeah. And suppose she says to you, ma'am, can you place your bag in the sizer? Your heart drops. You wedge it in, trying to fit it in, praying that it fits, and it doesn't. Now you're going to be paying $95 to check it at last minute. This happened to me a few months ago, and I was livid and was also caught off guard. But trust me, it won't happen again. And that is why I know this video will help someone, and that's you. And I hope you find value in this video. And with that being said, let's talk about the airline carry on rules for 2025 so this doesn't happen to you and you can be more prepared than I was. Let me start with a quick story. Yeah, I love storytelling. And this is about the overhead bin fiasco. This is about my flight from LAX to New York a few months ago. I was in boarding group number 3, which is basically the code for you're lucky if you get any overhead bin space. That's what I think. And a guy ahead of me, let's call him Backpack Brian, he was lugging what looked like a fully packed hiking bag and a laptop case. He breezed past the departure gate agent, but right at the plane door, a flight attendant stopped him. Sir, that bag is way too big. Backpack Brian tried to argue with the flight attendant. The flight attendant pointed at his bag. She said it wouldn't even fit halfway. So they made him go gate check it. His laptop bag barely counted as a personal item. This is the reality we are in now in 2025. Airline carry on rules in 2025 are not just more consistent, they are more strictly enforced. Well, most of the time. Now you may be asking, what is the new universal carry on size? I'm glad you asked because as of right now, it can be confusing for most passengers, especially if you don't travel often. Airlines in 2025 have adopted what they're calling the Universal Carry On Policy. Translation for that? Most major US and European airline carriers now follow the same size limit. That's 22 inches tall, 14 inches wide, and 9 inches deep. That's including wheels and handles, of course. Your personal item, 17 by 10 by 9 inches max. So for a personal item, think a slim backpack or small tote bag, not your weekend duffel bag. If it bulges, it gets sized. There are also standardized weight limits. Some international carriers now weigh carry ons at the departure gate. If you're over 15 pounds, you might have to check that bag. Or worse, pay an overweight fee. Yes, your carry on. Yeah, I'm talking about your carry on. That's how bad it has gotten. But here's the real kicker. In 2025, enforcement doesn't start at the departure gate anymore. Let that sink in. It starts at the entrance of airport security now. These menacing looking agents lurking around to catch you. Some airlines are working with the TSA to screen bag sizes right after security. And guess what? Guess what? I learned something new. They all get a commission for catching you red handed. Yeah, you heard right. So now they're going real hard to spot you and have you check that bag. Both the gate agents at TSA and the ones at the departure gate. Yeah. You roll your bag through, it may get pulled for a random size check. And if it doesn't fit in the sizer with the wheels and handles, the agent at the TSA enforces a tag. Yeah, they tag that bag for check-in, for check bag. Excuse me. I hope you're finding value. Well, that choked me, right? From this video. But I'm not done yet. Wait until you hear what they're planning next. In the meantime, I invite you to grab my two travel bundles linked in the description to help you get ready for that next trip and for the current changes and the ones that are inevitably coming. My travel bundle has every scenario you can think of and how to solve them. You get video guides to walk you through the steps of booking cheaper flights, packing like a minimalist, the new rules to expect and prepare for, how to outsmart those airlines and airport security now. They're all together now, and so much more. I even give you the secrets the airlines and airport security don't want you to know. Yes, I spill the tea in my travel bundles. You will no longer be traveling blindfolded. And I also include 7-day itineraries for 5 popular destinations that you may be considering this year and maybe next year. So grab them from the link in the description below the video. Now let's continue. Some airports even have AI sizers with cameras that flag non compliant bags in real time. What used to be a maybe you get by situation is now follow the rules or pay the price. I had a flight to Chicago maybe a few weeks ago, and the lady in front of me had a designer carry on, gorgeous carry on bag, but it was chunky. The gate agent said, "Can you test that bag in the sizer, ma'am? Please?" She smiled, slid it in the sizer. It stopped halfway. The handle was sticking out. And they said to her, "Sorry, it needs to be checked." $65. She argued, "I flew with this last month," and here's what the agent told her. "Yes, ma'am, but the rules have changed. Last week, boom, just like that. Checked bag, and she wasn't expecting it, and she was not happy." So, how do you avoid getting sized up at the gate with these airline carry on rules in 2025? Here are some tips to avoid this carry on drama and situation. First, measure your bag at home. Don't eyeball it. Use a measuring tape. Include the wheels and the handles. Even that extra zipper pouch counts. Second, pack strategically. Keep heavier items in your personal item if there's a weight limit. I would even go as far as to carry a small backpack with pockets and stuff everything you can in those pockets without it being too bulky. I mean, enough, enough, and make sure the backpack fits under that seat. Oh, third, always be polite. If your bag gets flagged, arguing rarely helps. Gate agents have full discretion and money is in it for them. Smile, comply, and if you're lucky, they might gate check for free. And if you're shopping for new luggage, look for models labeled TSA airline compliant for 2025. They're popping up everywhere now. I have some in my YouTube shop below you can go check out. In fact, a lot of them are listed there. Go check them out after you finish watching this video. I'd appreciate it because it helps to support the channel. But looking ahead to the future, some airlines are testing self serve bag scanning stations. You better believe that. You roll your carry on in, it gets scanned and measured by a 3D scanner. And if you pass, you get a green sticker. If you fail, you pay before you even board the plane. More airlines are bundling carry on access into premium seat prices. That basic economy ticket might look cheap when you're booking your flight, but without carry on privileges, you could pay $50 just to bring a roller bag. So read the fine print when you book that flight. Airline carry on rules are now a revenue stream for most airlines. That's what they're doing to us. So there you have it, airline carry on rules for 2025, sized up and broken down. Don't let your trip start with a surprise fee or a bag you have to check at the last second you didn't expect. Drop your weirdest gate check stories in the comment section. I would love to hear them. And if you found this video helpful, like and subscribe for more no BS travel tips that I bring to you every day. And thanks so much for staying until the end. Make sure you grab that free ebook that I have for you, Top 5 Travel Scenarios and How to Solve Them. That link is also in the description, and that's my gift. And it will help give you some travel power. And that's what you want, right? Well, that's what I want for you too. And please hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video. And you want to know what that is? It's called New TSA Carry-On Restrictions for 2025 and How to Avoid the Fines. You will definitely want to watch that video next. Thanks so much again, and please be sure to visit the YouTube shopping area below for airline approved carry on bags and other travel related items. And check out all the links in the description, including my travel bundle, because you don't want to leave home without them. You want to be more equipped for your next flight. Until then, see you soon.